What's going on, everybody? This your boy Dave G with the IFYS podcast, Information for Your Soul, where we network, support, promote, shout out, show love, and give people their flowers right here, right now, in real time. I always say we got a special guest today, but we got somebody that's really, really putting on for the city, not just for themselves, for a highlight or, you know what I'm saying, things like that.
Thank you.
So today,
Yes,
on Information for Your Soul, we are joined by a man who has dedicated his life to healing communities, empowering youth, and bringing hope back to the streets of Milwaukee. He is the founder of Heal the Hood, a powerful movement built on unity, healing, and change. Please welcome activist, leader, mentor, and voice for the people, Ajamou Butler.
What's happening? You need a little button so you can get like the applause and shit.
I'm working on it. But
when
you know,
edited, just throw a little something in there.
there we go. We do it like that. How you feeling today, brother?
Man, you know what, dog? I think on the scale from 1 to 5, I'm probably at like a 3.
Okay.
Like a 2.5, 3, somewhere in there. I could be better. I could for sure be worse.
Okay.
I thank God I ain't at a 0 because that means I'm dead and I ain't feeling nothing.
100%.
But I definitely wish I was at a 10 on the scale from 1 to 5. But I'm floating around like a 2.5, 3. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, like, why you stop at 5 from the beginning? Why do you just go 1 to 10?
I'm a teacher, and it's just what we do with our hands. How you feeling today?
Okay.
Give me, how many ever,
Oh, okay. I would have never thought about it from that point of view.
Yeah. That's just,
Okay.
You can engage a
Where do
whole
you teach
crowd
at?
of 100 people. I'm an artist educator, so I don't work in a school as a teacher. I do a lot of contractual work, so whether I'm doing curriculum work with young people or whether I'm doing staff development, the school is my home. Yeah.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. So we're gonna jump right into the Heal the Hood motion, man.
Come on, man.
We can back it up from there, but that's coming up on May 30th.
Yes.
Let's just go into it. You've been around doing this for 14 years now. Started in 2012.
Yeah.
What created that?
It really wasn't. It was that mustard seed thing. I really understand what it means to say have faith of a mustard seed, and when you allow God to water that thing, what is going to come from it is going to be monumental. Because you couldn't have told me back on May 26, 2012, that 14 years later we'll be an international organization. We'll be doing things all around the country. We'll be moving and grooving around the state, and we'll be making impact right here in Milwaukee. You couldn't have told me that. I'll say this and then, dive into answering your question. I'm a very spiritual man, so any space I'm in, I'm always going to talk about God and the Holy Spirit's role in this operation, if you will. But I remember the first day we was doing Heal the Hood, it was raining, sort of like a day like today. Not too much rain, but it's still,
it ain't terrible.
It ain't too bad, but it was raining a little bit. And long story short, dog, I was sitting in the crib just pouting. Because we supposed to do this block party. We got these people waiting for us. And I was just pouting. And my mama came in there and told me, she said, son, I understand you a little frustrated right now. But you got a whole team of people out here that's waiting on your leadership. She said, you worried about the rain, but God is washing the grounds. This is not rain. God is washing the grounds for you to move forward. And that shit, I'll never forget. I can tell you the outfit I had on, brother. I can tell you, I'm talking about that moment when my mama poured into me. And so Heal the Hood, bro, 14 years later has become a thing, a real thing, man. I don't even know if I answered your question. I hope I did.
I mean, I feel like you answered the question in a lot of ways because, for one, I mean, of course, I do want you to dive a little bit more into.
Correct. I got to ministering and preaching and shit. My bad. That's what God's doing. But go ahead.
But so I want to say this though. Scenarios like that, they leave stains, and not stains, but they leave permanent marks in you to where, like you said, you could tell you what if my nails was dirty or something.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what's up, man. And for her to hit you with that. Because it's true. You had people there waiting. You had put together a whole program. You can't be mad. I
remember what the question was, but I swear to God, God just reminded me in that moment, like, this Heal the Hood thing was never about a block party when we first started. That's what it was, the origin story. So
how it started.
There we go, the origin story. And we was just working with a small group of people. We had just wanted to do something for the community.
Fun.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Bro. And I'm like, let's do a block party. Let's call this thing Heal the Hood. And that small team got behind me. And man, we gave out free food, probably about 30 people. It was little bag lunches, little fruit,
Man, all of it count though.
You know what I'm saying? I swear to God. But nowadays, when we do Heal the Hood, we got to orchestrate feeding 1,000 people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Per block party, if you will. And that is a tremendous blessing. So that origin story, it wasn't never an idea of being able to go to Africa and talk about Heal the Hood and being in Central America pushing Heal the Hood. It was never an idea of that shit when we started. But God knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's what's up, man. I see you got a slogan that's that you use.
Yeah.
Heal the hearts, heal the homes, then heal the hoods.
Yeah.
Is that something that's been recent that you did? Is that like how long back does that go? Because that sounds like you had a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get where you're going with it. You say we was just a party, but it sounds like you kind of always wanted to do something bigger and better for the community outside of where you were anyway. So
I mean, a little bit. It was a very humble beginning. It wasn't nothing about going into schools and all of this. What kind of happened in transition and transformed the movement was I had a lot of friends who worked in schools and boys and girls clubs and shit like that. And they'd be like, "Hey, Ajamou, can you come talk to my kids about your Heal the Hood thing?" I didn't even know what the fuck Heal the Hood was. I didn't have an idea what Heal the Hood was, but there was a mandate that I had to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? At that point in time, when you open up that door, then you got to walk through that thing. You know what I'm saying? So I boldly walked through it, and that's where we are 14 years later and shit. So that slogan, Heal the Hearts, Heal the Homes, Heal the Hoods, that's probably like 10 years plus. And that's what we live by. That's our motto. That's our blueprint. That's our formula. Before we can get to the block and figure out what we got going on in the community, get your house together. Before you get your house together, get that man, that woman up in that mirror together. I used to, for 8 years, I worked at a high school as a parent liaison and community engagement person. I'll tell a real quick story. And I had a dad there who had like 3 or 4 sons there, and they was all knuckleheads and shit, just skipping school, all of the things. They was fucking knuckleheads, right? And I'm talking to dad one day, and he like, "Yeah, Butler, I want to launch a community organization to work with the young men and shit like this." I said, "Dad, with all due respect though, let's work on getting your sons to school. Okay, we can't focus on this bigger shit if we ain't even got our home in order, family.
Right.
And before you do that, deal with your trauma, deal with your drama, deal with your head and your heart, and then we can get out here and make change in the world." So yeah, that's the formula.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up, and it's great that he received that.
For
you know what I'm saying, proper, because it's a lot of people that can't receive that type of information.
For sure.
And something like Heal the Hood is also a place where that can still be taught these days, because it's hard to reach these young cats these days. So over the course of time that you've been doing Heal the Hood, what are some things that you've seen that Heal the Hood have made major changes in from your own perspective around you?
That's such a beautiful question. And I can answer it in so many ways. I can answer it more personally and tell a story about the young girl, and I got some pictures with her too. She came to our Heal the Hood. This was like 10 years ago, 7 years ago maybe. And this young lady had got shot in her face. She was like 9 years old, brother. And it was her, another young girl, and I think that was like their auntie or their grandma. And the older sister ended up telling me, like, "Bro, since she had got shot in her face, we have not went outside. We don't play outside. We don't dare go to the grocery store or nothing. But we heard about this event and we came, and we just want to say thank you because these babies is having fun." And I took that picture with them girls, and one of them got her face painted and shit like that. And it's painted over her scar, and that meant the world to me, because we're going to create beauty where there was once pain. You understand what I'm saying? So I can give you smaller stories like that, or I can talk to you about how after Heal the Hood, we check in with the city and we do our metrics, right? We say, what has the violence look like the week before the Heal the Hood, then Heal the Hood comes, and then what does violence look like the week after in the immediate area? There's a sharp decline in fatal and non-fatal shootings every time, period. Nice. And it's not just Heal the Hood. There are several initiatives that have the same impact. So we see that community-based violence intervention is really a sustainable and a successful model if we can really build that up. So, I mean, I could really go in depth on that type of answer on either level, the smaller stories, the smaller wins that make this thing all worth it, or that bigger impact to say we really kicking indoors and shit.
Yeah, and that's kind of the type of stories I want to hear, because that's the empowering portion for people that's listening and reaching out, because I think that in the community, the one thing that we lacking big time is communication. Yeah. So like when you go to something like Heal the Hood, and you get to be around people that you won't be around all the time, or you get to laugh and joke and see people in a rare form. It kind of it kind of takes a lot of aggression away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could see moving forward, you're not walking away aggressive.
Yeah,
a lot of these times
absolutely.
these days, we go in some places in the community, you walk in the gas station, somebody looking at you walking in with aggression, you walking out with aggression.
Absolutely.
Places like Hill the Hood, you coming in there with positivity.
Yep.
Everybody is there for a good reason.
Absolutely.
We're going to point you out if you on some bullshit.
Every time.
We're going to point you out. Come on, we ain't even here for that,
and my best
homie.
friend Jessica, we was at Hill the Hood, man. Young dog come with a big bazooka hanging out his pants and shit, no shirt on. We like, little bro, you good?
Right.
Yeah, I'm good, big bro. I'm just coming to kick it in.
Nah.
Do me a favor though. Can you go put that, you know what I'm saying, in the crib? Like, you safe over here, little
Please
bro. Like,
and thank you.
And come find me when you get here, bro. Whatever you need, you come find me and you straight. And he did just, he wouldn't put that thing up and then come, and it ain't even that. By law, people can carry their guns at Hill the Hood, but we stand on that. We don't need that right now.
We don't need that because this is not what that energy is.
And that ain't to say we ain't got security team and all of these other things in place, but community gonna take care of community. So even if a argument starts over here, I'm confident that before the security get to it, the community gonna bust that up because we got enough of us. We don't need no external. You know what I'm saying? We got this shit. We got this. Yeah.
Okay. So let me tap into a couple of these questions I got for you.
This is a good interview right now. This shit should be live or something.
I'm working on going live.
Okay.
So
next time I come in, we're gonna do the whole live and shit because this is a really juicy conversation, brother.
Y'all heard him.
Teaching.
Y'all heard him.
Yeah.
Y'all heard him. I'm with that.
Yes, sir.
So do you believe the violence in our community is more about poverty, trauma, broken homes, or something deeper spiritually?
I don't think it's more about none of this. It's all of this shit plus some. All of that shit plays an equal part in the degradation of brown and black communities and poor communities. All of those things play a factor. No disease is bigger than the other. Cancer taking us out just like guns. Homelessness taking us out just like.
See, I got that up there.
You understand me? What I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like, all of this shit is just wiping us out, and I think it's just gonna take a collective view of all of those things. I don't want to tackle all 5 of those things, but if she take 1 or 2, you take 1 or 2 of these things, I take 1 or 2. Now we can start to tackle this shit. But when we get that ego, no, I can take this whole list. You're not gonna get nothing done. Right. They always say if you chase 2 rabbits, you'll lose them both. I'm fucking teaching right now. Is this fucking microphone working? I'm fucking teaching.
Hey, you cooking. My God. You cooking. And, hey, like I always say, information for your soul is about the guest, not the host. So, I mean, I'm not going to interrupt you near in time when you're talking.
Man, I appreciate you,
I'm going to let you cook. You're going to have to feel like you're talking too much or giving away too much game.
All of those things. And we can spend 1 podcast per topic on all of those things.
I totally agree.
The school system.
I totally agree.
Spiritual, poison, all of these things, bro. Food and what we eat is causing to the chaos and shit out here. The medical, and we can take. Man, listen, it's a thing. Yeah.
You went deep with that because I didn't expect to see it that way. Because you're right, it's all of it. It's nothing is bigger than the other one.
Yeah.
What you say? No disease is worse than the next. Them facts.
All this shit taking us out.
Okay. So you speak about healing the hood. What are some personal wounds you had within yourself before you could heal others?
My God, black man. You know what? One thing about me, and I've been saying, like, in all spaces, I swear to God, I'm finna lead with transparency out of this world. Yesterday was a rough fucking day for me. So if you read the question is, what are some things you've healed from? What are some things I'm healing from?
Healing, still.
right now. And yesterday, man, I cried like a baby on my brother's arms, man. I swear to God, for like 20 minutes, and he just let me gather myself and catch myself. And I'm just like, bro, I'm fucking exhausted. So for me, that process of healing is, and he said, so what happened was we had to get out in the community and do some work, and I had all of this just exhausting fucking morning, and then there's a shooting on Atkinson and all of this other shit. Same place we tried to do the block party, they're shooting it up and shit like this. And it just weighed on my soul and broke me in that moment, but I still had work to do. I still had some fucking mission to complete. And I had to make a choice, and bro then was like, listen, bro, we'll take it over and you can go gather yourself. I said, bro, I gotta continue with this shit. I have to soldier through the pain. Not all the time, but this time I'm choosing to be a soldier because I need people to see me on the battlefield wounded even. Facts. Because I need folks to know that this ain't when I'm talking to my young people and shit, I'm talking about my young niggas who they got bags of dope, not book bags. I'm talking about my young niggas who carry guns, not, you know what I'm saying? They ain't privileged like some other kids is, if you
No,
will.
absolutely.
And when I'm talking to them, there's nothing about no tragedy from triumph. I was born in the ghettos and you born in, and we can do it
We
too.
can all
And
do it
you know,
together.
get
You can be
your
anything
education.
you wanna
Man,
be.
fuck all of that.
Nobody
You
wanna
understand?
hear
I
that.
see your pain, young brother. I see your pain, young lady. Let's work through that a little bit. And that's what healing the hood is for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I talk to my young people, I'm literally, again, I don't care, bro. I've been in front of an audience of 100, 300, 400, 500 people, and I start my presentation. I got these big, the projectors and shit. They got the screen up there. I got a slide with my younger self on there when I used to self-harm, when I used to really feel the sting of depression for the first time in my life at 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. And I be talking to him. Lil bro, I swear to God. Now my back is to the crowd. 300, 400, 500 people in the audience and shit. I'm talking to Lil bro. Thank you for pushing past that pain. Thank you for busting those barriers up. Thank you for believing in yourself. I love you, black boy. You good. You safe now. I got you. Oh, hey, everybody. I didn't even know all you motherfuckers was back here. What's going on? My name is Ajamou Butler. Let's go ahead and have this conversation today.
Dope.
But I'm healing through every single day I wake up. Every day I wake up, I'm healing from something. Every fucking day.
Dope. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I could talk to you all day, and
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not in the conversation.
Church.
But let's get more into the Heal the Hood. Let's talk about what
Let's talk
goes
about it.
on during Heal the Hood.
Yes.
What are the functionalities of it?
Yes.
For people, those of you who don't know about Heal the Hood,
Yes.
it's been going on often. My favorite singer, Mr. Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
I was on your page.
Okay.
And he was talking about healing hood. I guess it was something about some fentanyl or something. He was talking about like he was so crazy, but he shouted out heal the hood too. I'm an Anthony Hamilton fan, big
That's what's
time.
up. That's
So
what's
do y'all
up.
have like
That's what's up.
performances, things like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's
and
talk
I
about
also
it.
want to be clear too. Like, our organization is called Heal the Hood Worldwide. That's what our
Okay.
nonprofit is called.
Okay.
Our project is Heal the Hood Milwaukee. But we've just reached out to it's an organization in Chicago called Healing the Hood Chicago. Healing the Hood Chicago.
Okay.
Bro reached out to us. Actually, he shot me an email. I called that black man so fast, like, "What's happening, man?" God.
Network support,
I
promote,
swear
man.
to God. So Healing the Hood Chicago, they coming up here in May. They gonna parlay with us.
Nice.
In October, we're gonna be visiting Memphis, and we're gonna visit the I think it's called the Memphis Heal the Hood Foundation.
Okay.
So there are several
Heal
chapters
the
of
Hood.
different Heal the Hoods that probably are not connected to whatever degree. And so
Okay.
I'm not saying I want to be the one to connect us all and shit, but I'm very interested in networking with the different factors. One in Mississippi, they've launched one in I can't remember where in Michigan, but bro reached out to me like, "Bro, I never heard of Heal the Hood. You mind if we launch one out here? Fucking do it."
Right,
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
That's not even
Absolutely.
permission. Do it. Like, I'm
Exactly.
honored you even thinking of that. But
Facts.
to answer that question, what is Heal the Hood like? So our block party that's coming up on May 30th, which I'm super excited about, bro. 14 fucking years, my God.
Yeah.
We have like 45 vendors, I think closer to 50 vendors. These are different resource and health vendors, employment vendors, youth agency representation, different departments from the city and the county talking about the lead in the water and all of the different things. So you can go to all of these different tables and find what you're looking for, more than likely prenatal care, all type of shit. We got businesses as well that's going to be selling, goods, products, services, XYZ. The entertainment lineup going to be lit. We always got African drumming and dancing from that organization. It's called Drums Up, Guns Down 414.
Okay.
They're working with the young brothers and sisters. We have the Milwaukee Hitters. I don't know if y'all know they like a band drum.
Yeah, they be on like the corners and stuff, right?
That's a different organization. I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay,
They be over
okay.
on like Fond du Lac and Capitol and shit up them ways.
Yeah.
No, that's not them. These,
Okay.
They next level with this shit, bro. I mean,
shit.
competitions, they got
Okay.
the big drums and all of the things, man. They're amazing. But they gonna be there. We gonna have some live band. We got some gospel singers, a choir. We got some praise dance, some spoken word. Like, the entertainment lineup gonna be amazing. Again, we're gonna be doing a free food factor. We adding that podcast element, which is obviously how me and you got connected. We're gonna be doing live podcasting from Heal the Hood. And then one of my favorite pieces of the puzzle is our children's corner. If I can just take up a couple moments and talk about the intentionality of that. This year we wanted to engage our young people with arts and we wanted to give them tools about grieving and trauma. So in our children's area, we have some specific activities. We got a literacy development station where they can write these little sheets. I love myself because I am this, I am that, and then we're going to teach them different affirmational words. I want a baby to say, oh, I learned a new word at that block party today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got a hygiene station for the kiddos where they'll learn about cleaning your body, and they'll get a little hygiene kit. Sanitary napkins for the young ladies and stuff for the young brothers. And then we have a grief station. The grief station is a big tent. We get in with 100 butterflies in there. 100 butterflies in there. And you can go in, obviously, and interact with the butterflies and activities. But all of the conversation there is going to be revolved around the transformation of life. And grief and stages of life and trauma and healing. We want to be intentional in inviting in people who have been first or second hand victims of gun violence. And so that's why that is in place. And then what I'm super excited for always, we get 100, 150. This year we got 150 all white children size Heal the Hood shirts with our Heal the Hood logo, a couple of our sponsor logos, and we give them away for free, and the kids can color all on their shirts.
Nice.
So you just gonna see all the little babies wearing their Heal the Hood shirts with their little design.
I like it.
Grown folks in their Heal the Hood shirts. So Heal the Hood, but that's the block party aspect. But then again, as I've alluded to, we do a lot of work in schools, on college campuses, and nonprofit spaces. Just figuring out how do we serve community, how do we build bridges, how do we connect with parents, how do we connect with families, how do we serve and be better servants. Yeah.
Okay.
In a nutshell, I could swear to God, I could keep going. I was in a high school working with some kids in Durban, South Africa, with some 10th and 11th graders, and them babies come from poverty, my nigga. You hear what I'm telling you? Like, they come from the mud of this shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about Africa in the sense of trying to say Africa was in poverty, because I seen houses in Africa bigger than this whole fucking building. You feel me? Houses, you feel me? But them babies who come from that poverty, and I was in that high school with them, they speak 6 or 7 languages. They play instruments and shit like that. They write poetry. They talk about God, and they use education as a tool of liberation. So I want to be like them babies when I grow up, and that's the type of shit that I be trying to push. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How many times you been to Africa?
My God, not enough. No, only been one time. My best friend Jessica, who helps me run Heal the Hood, she went to Rwanda once, and they did a lot of work with some peacekeepers out there. You know, I don't know if you know about Rwanda, but it's real war torn throughout history and shit. But they are pushing a new initiative to really build community and build peace in that motherfucker, man. So she went and did some peace development work. We've been all in Belize doing this shit, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing I'm gonna do. I'm scratching every one of them questions I got because talking to you is far more interesting than asking.
What's some of the questions? Let's just see.
Talking to you is far more interesting than asking you.
You know my favorite color? Black.
No. You are much more interesting than that, my guy.
What other? Let's see what you're working with.
Okay, you work closely with young people every day. What are today's youth crying out for adults keep misunderstanding?
That is good right there. I did some. That's a great question, actually. So we might want to sift through this. That's a great question for sure.
Let's go with it.
I had did like a 1.5-year curriculum at Vale Phillips Detention Center before I moved to North Carolina. And long story short, we were watching Kirk Franklin documentary. It's on YouTube called, I think, like Father's Day or Fatherhood or some shit.
Okay.
Very powerful documentary. It's probably like not even an hour long. So we watched it in parts, and then we had conversation around it. When we finished it, we had a bunch of this conversation and whatnot. And then before I left, they sent the young brothers back to their cells, right?
Right.
One young nigga in his cell up, he tearing shit up, man. He throwing shit around and throwing his cot around and all of this shit. And they finna run up there and, you know what I'm saying, calm him down real quick. Hold on. Let me talk, because I'm already knowing. We done watch this shit. He dealing with some shit in his soul. So we not gonna handle him with aggression. We finna handle him with love. So I said, do y'all mind if I go in there? So they let me go in his cell and shit. They closed it behind me, and I just hugged little bro. And let him cry like, man, fuck my dad. He the reason I'm in this situation. I never wanted to do all this shit.
Oh, damn, you got to talk about something that had nothing to even do with none of it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm, you know, that watching that doc, and I just hugged little bro. And I said, okay, when I come back, I think I had to go back maybe that Saturday or something. I said, let's do our one-on-one, and let's just talk through some of this shit. But I said, you can't be in here tearing up, because they ain't gonna give you a hug. I'm trying to hug you and just talk you down off this thing. So I don't even remember what the fucking question was. Oh, our kids need some love, bro. Our kids need a little bit more love. Like, don't get me wrong. I believe in accountability. I believe in whooping ass if that's necessary, but I also understand that that's probably the lowest tier of discipline. When I have to physically hit my child, there should be some emotional connection and redevelopment that goes on. There should be some routine redevelopment that goes on. What our babies need is a listening ear. What our babies need to know is that they voice matter and how they feel matters. Too many kids go to their parents and their parents say, shut the fuck up, or you a kid, stay in a kid place. But this kid is dealing with real world shit. So now if I know I can't talk to my dad about the kid that's bullying me because he called me soft, or he say, well, punch him in the shit or something, I know I'm not going to talk to him when somebody sexually assault me as a young man, or when this, that, and the third goes on as a young woman, or you know what I'm saying? So I think more sincere, and just stop talking. I hate a fucking just talk down and bleed on the kids type of motherfucker.
I hate when people do that to each other. Period.
My God.
Don't I don't like that. You don't see it. I get you may have a bone to pick with somebody and you got a little something to get off your chest. And you want to, oh, bro, it is to roll that or whatever. But minimize that. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes to a point where now, okay, where are we going with it?
And the strategy behind
and I don't want to be a part
of our young people. So if I need to do a little bit of lecturing, that's cool. But then on the flip side, let's do some other things that
lecturing is different though, because like a lecture, it's a teachable moment.
For sure.
Not just bashing, like complete bashing. You know what I'm saying? Because people always talk about the negative. This is where you fucked up, how you fucked up, why you fucked up, last time you fucked up, and this time I can't believe it because you're going to fuck up again. Remember last time because you did it this time, and next time.
That ain't the
strategy. No. Let's talk about forward solutions.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Okay, I understand I fucked that up.
Yep.
Or I understand you have to understand you fucked that up. This is what you can do to not fuck it up.
A couple of different options.
And you might make a couple more mistakes, but you can't keep making this same mistake.
And that's all about how we address it to these young folks. Like, oh, man, listen, I understand because I come from that shit. Like, I get it. I totally get it. Life is hard as a motherfucker for our young people right now, bro. They lost in the sauce. They dealt with the pandemic. That was hard for everybody, but the Journal Sentinel, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel had did a study that showed in that 1 year of educational loss, Black, brown, and poor kids lost 3 to 5 years of educational progress in 1 year.
Look at AI, ChatGPT, Google, all these. You know what I'm saying? They got it where they got apps that code for you, where you can just they build. There's no work anymore. There's no real work. Somebody sent me something about. I don't know if you heard the story about why they stopped teaching cursive. So I heard a story about they stopped teaching cursive because AI, computer generation, can't break cursive, can't tell what it says. So they stopped teaching people cursive because moving forward they're gonna retrain people to start working more.
And I love writing in cursive.
Intelligence.
I love when I see young people who write in cursive. When I do my creative writing and shit with them, I'm always saying something like, "Dang, bro, I like your handwriting, bro. That's clean, bro. Like tighten that up a little bit. I like that right there." Like I'm always trying to heighten that for one reason or another.
You left hand or right hand?
I'm right-handed.
Oh, okay.
But I can still knock somebody out with my left too.
Okay. I can knock somebody out with both. I get that. I can't hold a pen with my right.
No,
but I can't throw a ball with throw a football with my left.
Interesting. Okay.
That's just a fun fact. I figured I would throw out there. For sure.
But yeah, again, that's one of those questions we could get real in depth with what they need. But I think just to answer that in completion, I would say let's let them tell us what they need. Ain't no amount of adults can tell these young folks what they need. We need to center them and say, what is your pain point, and how do you want us to help you navigate that pain point? Be it trauma, be it finances, be it school, be it bullying, be it what do you need from us? And that's the best way for us to answer that question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, segue. If you had the mayor, the police chief, gang members, fathers, and community leaders all in one room, what would you say to them that might make everybody uncomfortable?
Fuck all y'all, do more. Put some pastors in that room, put some of the Muslims in that room, put some of the nonprofits in that room. There's probably a few more people that need to be in that room. None of us, the shit don't make sense. The shit is getting worse over time. None of us have the solution. We have an element to the solution. And the quicker we can put the egos to the side and figure out how we support each other in that process, because I'm fuck 12 too. I'm fuck the police and shit like that too. But they got a role to play in the ecosystem of creating a better Milwaukee too. There is an element to respecting authority when necessary. There is an element to understanding chain of command and understanding like the police have a role to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We had 1 year at Hill to Hood, some pictures of us up there too. The police, and I love how they handle us with Hill to Hood, because again, we're a street festival that has 1,000, 1,300 people out there. That shit get hectic, and we don't never ask the police to come do security or none of that. So they would say, well, what do you need from us, Ajamou? Listen, send a couple of y'all officers, man. Come shop with the vendors. Come kick it with us.
Yeah, come
y'all
walk
not
through.
on patrol and shit. So this one particular day, they sent a bunch of black women, fine-ass black women. You hear me? And they, walking through the crowd, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Here come a couple of my hood niggas. Baby, I got drugs on me right now. Come arrest me. I got the gun on me right now. Come arrest me. I said, bro, you better chill before they come over here and pat your ass.
Not only that, they gonna remember your face.
I swear to God, like, you better chill out.
They gonna
But
see
it
you
was
next
so
week.
hilarious though. Like,
Yeah.
But it was so beautiful though, seeing the black woman walk through that crowd. And I say to myself, I'm a nigga who say respect and protect black women. Until she got on the uniform or until she... No, that's not how we gonna do it. Either we gonna respect and protect black women or we not. You know what I'm saying? If she's in a law uniform or a teacher uniform or a fucking stripper uniform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there, but I love how they did that when that was one of my favorite years. We was clowning with them police. They had a ball, we had a ball, we had a fucking time. And then I think erase police brutality or you know what I'm saying? Dontre Hamilton and all of our other brothers and sisters who have been lost right here in Milwaukee to police gunplay. But I'm saying in that moment we built community to some degree.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that even overall, you know what I'm saying, we still need to continue to create that. I think it would be easier to talk to police and interact with police if we had that more, hey, how y'all doing? Instead of they ride past, they just mugging you like, man, they look like they want to arrest me. They look like they want to pull me over. It's like you already uncomfortable. So if they, you know what I'm saying, to have some cops walk through somewhere where their presence isn't requested.
Yep.
But they just coming to say, hey, what's going on? And to see them stop at a vendor table and purchase some incense or stop and listen to the kids play drums or be sitting there eating a glizzy or something.
Bro, I love it,
that'll be way more
I love it.
comfortable for the community, for people that see this squad rolling through every day.
And we just tell them, just don't walk through hill to hood in groups, in clusters. You know what I'm saying? Split yourselves up. That's intimidating, and we ain't on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they honor it. It ain't even us trying to bully them or nothing. It's saying we coming on behalf of the community. We just setting some boundaries around this thing. That's all that is. And I love how we ebb and flow with it. Yeah.
No, absolutely, absolutely, man, absolutely. So
back to the manual, yes,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, whoa. Because I love talking to you.
Gratitude.
I love talking to you, man. Your energy is high. It's crazy because we talked about some things that you made me want to elaborate, but I'm like, this ain't my time, and I'm still not. But it's just about when you said when have I healed, not if I've healed, or what I healed from versus what I'm healing from. And
my God,
I'm gonna say this is my second time saying it out loud, but I've been to several funerals this year. None of them were from gun violence. They were all from health issues. And I just went to a funeral last Tuesday. I just got word yesterday that I got a friend that's on life support.
My God.
Right across the street.
My God.
You know what I'm saying?
Right across the street.
Yeah. St. Mary's right there. Yeah. And it's my energy was super low. It was super low. Like dry. I've been up since like 2 a.m. I can't sleep, don't know why.
Come on, black man.
And
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's that conversation that motherfucker don't want to have. But I love having them conversations. I thrive on them conversations. Because as a black man, I am not okay on most days, bro. And I will say you
fueling me up, but you also put me in the place that I feel like I need to get some shit out.
Yes, sir. And I swear to God, I'm the man for it. Like, literally, bro, I'm the man for it. I just believe that God put me in position, bro. Like, my pain is your pain and vice versa, black man. Listen, we never met before today, but if we tell our life story, it's going to be so much crossover. Like, damn, I went through that. Or, damn, I went through this, so on and so forth. Just how you said, you probably got a dozen people who you can name have died from cancer or this, and I got a dozen people who I named and got smoked. You know what I'm saying? Probably 2 dozen. You feel what I'm saying? And that is, I carry their stories with me. And that's why I'm like this every fucking day, bro, because I swear to God, bro, I carry my people with me. And I can't fucking lose, bro. Even when I'm losing, like, there really ain't even a concept of loss because my family lift me up. My community lift me up. My prayer life lift me up, bro. My fucking tears. But when I'm telling you, I cried like a motherfucker yesterday, bro. Bro, I didn't even want to hide it, bro. I'm not even a nigga who I don't care about none of that shit, bro, because my feelings hurt right now.
Right.
And somebody gonna have to hear that out. And I'm gonna be okay. And maybe I'm not finna say, okay, well, can you do this for me? Can you help me with this? I'm gonna cry. I need you to just acknowledge my pain, and I'm gonna get back
keep
on
on
that
moving.
fucking battlefield.
Let's
on
get
my
back to moving.
daddy, bro. I'm gonna
Let's
get back to that
moving.
battlefield. But I go to therapy.
I'm
and
glad
all
you
that
said
shit,
that
bro.
because now you shook it out of me. You shook it out of me. I almost,
that shit, bro,
almost
man.
just
Listen to
fucking
me.
broke out my goddamn self
Let
just
that shit
right
out,
now.
man.
But
Figure it out. Let that shit out,
later,
brother.
maybe later.
That's cool too. Maybe later. That's fine too. But let that shit out, brother.
You
That's
shook
right.
it out of me.
Thank you, Father. I thank you, God.
Hey, that was what's up, man. Hey, I love it, brother. I love it. I love it.
I'm telling you, this
I
how
love
we do
it.
this thing, brother.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna say this, man.
Yes, sir.
I need you to come back,
I'm pulling back
but
up.
I also want you to come back.
I want to pull back up.
And we're gonna y'all heard him. We're gonna do a live.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get more in depth into this is just some of what I got. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really, but I always know that some questions can be answered in multiple questions. So
Correct.
To bring this portion of our, you know what I'm saying, rocking together, this was to introduce who do not know about Healing the Hood or Heal the Hood.
Yeah.
Cause we gotta make sure we say it properly because it's different links now.
Different
so we gotta make sure.
angles. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So this is about Heal the Hood 2026. It will be on May 30th.
Yeah.
From 11 to 6 p.m.
Yup, over on Atkinson Avenue.
What in Atkinson though?
From 9th to 11th in Atkinson.
From 9th to 11th in Atkinson. Do we have the gas station involved this year?
Of course, bro. I stay in that area, so I go to the gas station every day.
Yeah.
I don't get nobody else my fucking money except for the days they close.
Shout out.
Swear to God.
Shout out. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all pull up. Vendors will be in the building. IFYS in the building. Will be in attendance.
Yeah.
IFYS will be in attendance. I would like to thank Ajamou for coming through,
Black man.
blessing the platform.
Love
It has definitely been
family.
a very, very great experience.
Yes, sir.
The energy was high, and I'm gonna take this energy with me for the rest of the day.
Please do.
And
Please do.
I'm gonna make sure that
Please do.
I get my shit together.
I wanna just say in my last 2 seconds, like the importance of fellowship, right? The fellas don't fellowship enough, right? And I was taught it in this mannerism and fellowship. A ship when it's sailing and there ain't no storm, it's cool. Like you on that ship by yourself can hold that shit down. When a storm comes though, there are multiple things that need to be done to make sure we can get through that thing. You got to steer this motherfucker. You got to raise your sails this way or that way. Some things that need to be done. And if you the only fellow on your ship,
You can't do it.
then you're gonna be fucked up. But fellowship means you're not the only fellow on the ship. So while this black man got the front, this black man got the back, that black man got it, and we're gonna get through this fucking storm.
Facts.
So today wasn't an interview, it was more of a fellowship.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna continue to push that thing.
No, I'm with that. I'm with that. I like that.
Church.
I like that.
Yeah. Good teaching today. My God. Sunday too. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day too.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Church.
So, last question.
Yeah.
10 years from now,
Man, talk to me.
when Heal the Hood succeeds beyond your wildest dream, what does Milwaukee look like to you?
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know what Milwaukee looks like tomorrow. I don't know. What I can say is that I thank God for our team, our board of, we're a nonprofit, so our board of directors, they be holding shit down. And we really starting to build out systems to grow the capacity. I say that because when my son got out of high school, when we live in North Carolina, he lived in North Carolina. When he got out of high school in 4 years, bro, I'm trying to move overseas. And really continue this journey and this work in a different capacity, literally on the beach somewhere with a fucking mimosa.
Right.
I don't like the city life. I've seen the concrete jungle and I've seen the real jungle. I prefer the real jungle.
Right.
And people be like, dog, you be going to all of these places when you travel and shit. You don't be scared of a fucking tiger or some shit happening. I'm fucking scared of a car crash on fucking Fond du Lac in Hampton. I don't give a fuck about a tiger jumping out the wood. And if that happened, then I still would rather take it on the beach with my fucking mimosa. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So honestly,
Facts.
like in 10 years, bro, I can't really say what I want Milwaukee to look like. Better schools, less potholes, better hospitals, better. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
what
You
I
want that
can
now,
say is
too.
that
Yeah.
I'm just trying to pave the way for tomorrow. Love on my young people this week who I got to see and ask them what Milwaukee will look like, and we're gonna let them build that answer out.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Well, we will be picking this up on another date, man. Much
Church.
love, much respect.
Big love.
And
Big love.
everybody got to tap in, tune in, man. Whatever you need from me in
Let's
any
get it.
way I can help,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Let's get it.
I'm there.
Let's get it.
You know what
I
I'm
appreciate
saying?
you, black man.
Man, 100.
Thank you.
100.
Thank you.
Y'all stay tuned in, man. IFYS Podcast.
You tuned in now. Information for your soul.